senior senators, as a former Ku Klux Klansman, admittedly so. With all due respect, I think we need to talk about this to some extent and point out the National Alliance in Pocahontas County.
Well, of course, now, I don't know how many groups, but that's one of the things that the Human Rights Commission has often discussed. And they have had attorneys from the southern, there's a group called the Southern, I can't think of that name right now, but it's a famous guy. He's a white guy, well known, and that has been one of the things that I think he would love to be able to do is to conquer that group in some way.
Right.
And the group in Pocahontas County.
Right, I'm familiar with them too because I studied it. You're talking about the Turner Diaries and the guy that wrote that book.
Well, I don't know. This is like the Southern Leadership Company. I forget the name of it, so I better not try to say.
Okay.
But this guy, we had him one time for the Human Rights Commission for a dinner for a speaker.
Oh, okay.
And we drew a large crowd. At first, it didn't seem like we were going to be able to get him. And one of the guys that was on the commission at that time, a white lawyer from Parkersburg, he said, "Oh, my son's very good friends with him, and I think they may have gone to law school together, I believe." He said, let me have my son call him. And I shouldn't forget this guy's name. And evidently, he's put together a large group that works to break down discrimination and things like the people in, that have this thing here in West Virginia. He's been on their case for years.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to prove where they have funds coming in and where they're doing things that they should be paying more taxes. And he's been on them hot and heavy, and he is a big-time attorney.
You talking about the group are you talking about the group in Pocahontas County?
Yeah,
Because I think that group in Pocahontas County, to be honest with you, I think that group is a very sophisticated secret society that includes not only outright rabid racists, but more sophisticated racists that have money and economic power and that are able to implement their objectives in another way.
Been working on it for a number of years, and they use the space out of West Virginia to print their material, even to make their records and sell them, or I think one time they were giving the records out. So anytime the Human Rights Commission would hear of some of the work that they were doing and some of the things that they were doing, they were right on top of it.
Right.
There's been a number of groups that's been working to try to bring them down, but so far it just has not happened.
It's been kind of difficult because they got a strong economic base. I know. I can just about imagine. I haven't been down there before, but they've passed out literature here in Morgantown over in South Park. I don't know if you know that.
They passed out literature and CDs and so forth. And one time, when I guess we thought maybe something was really going to happen, they were giving out somebody on some bus someplace. I think it was a school bus. They were passing out some of this CDs. So there's quite a few groups who have been trying to get them and have worked on this case. So maybe one of these days, and these people have the money to work on it. So, I say, let them go for it because they.
Okay.
This thing is really about Megan Williams and the National March Against Hate Crime. However, the endorsements are coming in. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I think I remember telling you.
That's okay. That's okay.
We got
Make sure I have it all.
endorsements from the National Minority Disabilities Coalition.
Yep.
And I received 40 individual and collective endorsements from a collective of faculty and student organizations at WV.
Okay.
And I'll make this a little easier. If I can get some of this stuff out before we get there, I can
Sure.
show you some of the
Sure thing.
please excuse my name.
No problem.
Hey, cool.
Dave.
SHABAZZ.
Okay. And you're with Black Lawyers for Justice.
I'm the state investigator for Black Lawyers for Justice for the Honorable Malik SHABAZZ, who is the president of Black Voters for Justice.
Okay. Talk to me about, you guys have been working to organize this march in November, first weekend in November. How are plans shaping up so far?
Actually, plans are going relatively well in terms of state mobilization, and especially with mobilization outside of the state. Here in the state, we have at least, I'm in Morgantown myself, we have about 40 individual endorsements from a collective of student and faculty organizations at WVU. Some of those organizations include the Coalition for Racial and Gender Awareness, Peers Against Racial Violence. Yes.
And so statewide, been a lot of interest, but you said you've been getting calls from LA, Chicago, really all across the country, different groups interested
Yes.
in what you're doing. Talk to me about that a little bit. What can people expect to see November 3rd?
I think you will see people organizing to show their support for Megan Williams and for the victims of hate crimes throughout the country, which at this time they are escalating to some extent. As a matter of fact, I think Attorney SHABAZZ has expressed his office is being inundated with calls and so forth. If you check out the website, blackvotersforjustice.com, you'll see that there are various injustices across the land for hate crimes.
How many people do you expect or do you want to have show up here in Charleston?
At this point, an early estimation would be about 1,000.
And what is really just the driving force behind this? I know the Megan Williams case kind of kicked this all off, but what is the message you guys want to send with this march?
Well, the message remains the same, that there should be a protection of black people in West Virginia and throughout the country, and that this crime or this act needs to be prosecuted as a federal hate crime, as well as a state hate crime as well. And there are some other issues dealing with that Attorney SHABAZZ could probably speak to further, but as the investigator on this case, I take a personal position as well as an official position under his leadership. Personally, this is one of the most terrible things I've ever seen, and I've been investigating this case as well as other cases throughout the state for at least the last 15, 20 years. And this case is worse than J.R. Warren v. Marion County. This case, to me, is worse than the Booker case, which was in Delegate. I don't know if you remember that case or not. That was a case where an African-American man was shot by a woman, and she was taken to trial and she was acquitted. And her defense at that particular time was that she was afraid of black. This is a personal perspective, but I say that if people are afraid of black people, it has to do with their guilt. The fact that black people haven't received justice. And that's what we want in America. We want justice.
What will this march, having possibly as many as 1,000 people come to the capital city here, what will that do you think, to change the mindset?
I think this is a network of mobilization effort where ultimately we look to go to the Congressional Black Caucus in D.C. to deal with cases and with hate crime investigation. My personal perspective on that is that needs to be taken out of the hands of the local people, and if the federal government is not going to do anything about it, then we need to be able to organize our own investigators and our own attorneys to be able to go in and prosecute these offenses properly, or at least put pressure on the federal government to do what it is supposed to do. The statute is there, and if a crime comes up and it's a hate crime, certainly this crime right here, no hardly any way around it. But if you have the statute on the book and the statute is not effective, then they don't need to have it. Keep the book in the bathroom, somebody else can use it for something else.
Why come to Charleston when the crimes allegedly happened? Beginning to Macon, down in Logan County. Why do you feel it's important to come to the Capitol?
Actually, and I'm going to step outside of my official role again and say that personally, Charleston is state capital, and administrations in Charleston, I don't believe they're exactly what they should be in terms of, we have Human Rights Commission here. They've said very little with regard to the case. As an investigator myself, I spoke with WVU law professor off the record, and I'm going to state it here at this time in reference to the Human Rights Commission. And she said within the last 5 years they really hadn't done much. She had looked in reference to this case, and there was was nothing said. They hadn't even responded. Me, myself, personally, I haven't seen them do anything in the last 15 to 20 years. So, therefore, a march like this gets the word out and provides notice that we're looking for change. There's a new generation coming. We look for members of the Gen 6 population to be at the march. We want to be able to pass this down to the next generation, stand up for their rights, and look for justice. That's what Black Words for Justice is all about. And I'm honored that the Honorable SHABAZZ from D.C. would come into this state, would call me and say, how far away from you is that entity? And say, look here, man, this is in my region, this is in your backyard, let's get together on this case and make sure we get justice. So we look to be able to go to Washington, D.C. with this case.
You mentioned the Gen 6 case. Do you think that the march here in Charleston could parallel what happened down there?
Charleston is a different population, and I'll just say that I think we look for justice, and I think Charleston is goodwill in Charleston, and that's what we look for. From the media, from the people in political positions, from the private sector and the corporate sector. We're looking for people of goodwill.
Now, some people have raised concerns about what particular groups might be coming to the march or might be gathering here in Charleston. You know, there was some talk early on that some of the more militant groups might be coming. Do you know anything about that? Can you lend credence to any of that?
What I do know is, for instance, at the press conference in Logan County, the Nation of Islam sent representatives from the Honorable Mr. Farrakhan. Me, myself, personally, I am not a registered member of the Nation of Islam. I'm just a brother that wants to be able to do change, the hard working class people. But those groups are members of the family. When I say members of the family, like NAACP is a member of the family. I grew up in the church myself, in the Black church. So these are all groups that represent the family that are coming together under Megan Williams and the proper prosecution of hate crimes in America. We want to be able to protect our future. And I believe that any civilized people would want to be able to do that.
But the intention, just to be clear, is to be, you know, a peaceful march. You know, these groups that maybe have a history of being more militant are not coming here for that purpose?
I'll be honest with you, I don't know any African-American group here in this country that has really been militant. I'm just being, if you check our history out, there has really been no African-American group here in this country that has been militant as compared to. If you look at our history and see the crimes that have been committed against us, I couldn't call any of them militant.
You know anything else you wanted to add?
Adding would be this. This is some of our endorsements from WVU, and I'm proud to be able to display this because this represents a collective of student and faculty organizations which include the Black Law Student Association, the Coalition Against Racial and Gender Violence, the Black Student Union, as well as various sorority and fraternal groups as well.
Okay.
And
Okay. Thank you.
I just believe that with the march and with everything that we're actually doing now, that we will accomplish something. They will stand up and notice it. And that's all I have to say.
Well, again, that fund is the Walina Megan Williams Chase Bank, 707 Virginia Street, Charleston, West Virginia, 25301 is the zip. And Attorney SHABAZZ, the website is blacklawyersforjustice.org. One word, blacklawyersforjustice.org. Attorney SHABAZZ, as always, you're on the case, and we're going to have y'all on again next week so we can keep building up for the 3rd. And we're in Chicago this weekend. I'm going to talk about it, and then in Greensboro, wherever we're going to talk it up. And I want the parents to know that anytime we're out there, if I'm on the TV show, I'm going to bring it up. We got to keep the spotlight on what happened to Megan. We're not going to do it, so we've got to do it.
Brother, thank you for your support.
Thank you so much.
I commend you for your continued fight for justice. I tell everybody, even your critics, I say when he's out there, when he's supposed to be, where are you? Thank you for being on the case, and thank you for supporting this case, and we look forward to working with you.
And I thank you too so much.
All right, God bless you.
God bless you.
Mr. Williams, we encourage y'all to stay strong and give our love to Lake.
Yes, we sure will.
We'll come back.
Thank you for your time, everybody. Okay.
Thank you.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here. Hello?
Miss Williams?
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
That was hot.
Well, yes, it was. I think it went pretty well.
That was good. I hope we didn't just over-talk you. We're all off.
No, that's okay. I mean, I was just here for, you know, the questioning of you and him, of him, you know. So I think it went very, actually, I love for you to be out front because, you know, that's why we have you, and I'm so glad that you know, you're doing what you're doing. I can't express to you enough how we feel, you know, about you helping us.
It's your mission. I was thinking about it earlier today, you know. And we was thinking about, you know, how much, you know, it's just a lot of work, even though you don't see it right now. A lot of work we're just doing here constantly on the phone and on this internet trying to push it forward.
Yes, yes.
It's a spiritual mission, you know.
Yes.
And the mere fact that it can bring comfort to you and her in this hour is enough spiritual
JohnShabazz.
fuel in the gas tank, you know.
Mr. Shabazz, John is here.
John is there. Okay.
That's what she Yes, he's right here.
With him in a moment.
Go ahead,
Okay. Okay.
So what we can do, Miss Williams,
Yes.
9 o'clock a.m., I believe Sunday morning, I'll call you back. 9 a.m., there's another show that is even more popular than that show in New York. It's 98.7 KISS.
Okay. Yeah, my husband was speaking to me about that.
At 9 a.m. And then on Monday when I come, I think at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we have the Associated Press.
Right, okay.
Which is going to send out a national thing around the country about the march.
Okay.
He's gonna talk about it. Okay, so we got Sunday and we have Monday. I'm gonna talk with John now. He's gonna get some flyers out of the shop, and then we're gonna begin work on the ground.
Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you so much.
We talk right back. Let me see.
Okay. All right.
All right.
He said, we want to help the family, and, you know, he said, we're going to get out there. We're behind you, whatever y'all want us to do, whatever the need is.
Is he going to come?
Yes, he's coming.
He's coming?
Mm-hmm. Coming for the march.
All right.
Yes, he is. He said we wouldn't miss it for nothing. He said he's getting people together now.
That's good. That's good.
He said he will definitely be there. He sure did.
Have you heard anything from Jesse Jackson? Haven't heard anything from him yet. Okay. Local NAACP?
They called us a while back. We haven't heard anything recently.
Mm-hmm.
But
so there's a call to be able to galvanize more local support here in Charleston. Believe it or not, at WVU, you're getting support up there.
Oh, I know. He named all the ones that we were getting support. SHABAZZ that was telling Reverend Al Sharpton, and this is just, whoa.
Inside the state and outside the state.
Yes, it is.
So
I mean, it's really blowing up. But like he said, I told them, excuse me, I said, you know, they're trying to push it up under the rug. And Mr. Sharpton said, I can't believe that. He said,
yes, sir.
So it just came off national radio. This phone is blowing up.
That's good. That's good. We tried to get out. After we got finished getting the application, we got out there. I went on ahead and did the interview with the local reporter at WOWK TV here in Charleston.
You went ahead and did it?
We went on ahead and did that. I had Rick work the video camera, so we taped that, and they taped it too.
Okay, so that should be going out there tonight. Okay, now let's do this. Let's get down to flyers. I'm going to get that application. I need you to fax it to me this evening when you get on campus.
Okay. You need that fax this evening. Okay.
You got my fax?
Yeah, I got it. Let me take that down one more time to make sure. sister? You all right? We do a. Yeah, I want to be able to get the fact that. I want to be able to get the fact that First Baptist has this beautiful business annex. A lot of good things about First Baptist and their business enterprises. You got a stapler? Tax? I see a stapler. Tax. Okay, I see a stapler. I see one stapler on the floor. I might have to go purchase one of those.
Yeah, this is a small one because I don't have really a lot of use for a stapler.
Does it open up? You getting staples?
Yeah. See, I got ready employees right here.
So you're gonna get brother man right here to handle it.
Yeah, me and my children.
Okay, what side of town you gonna be working?
We work all sides.
Work the whole?
Okay. We actually live on the west side.
Suggestion would be these, when you see individual people, hit them off right, but the larger flyers and so forth, post them.
I got you, brother.
All right.
I got you.
All right, you said you got it.
I got it.
All right. All right. All right. Take care.
West Virginia to
Well, why are you doing that? Because you heard it right.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the press. I think before we get started, we need a moment of silence for a moment. Good afternoon. My name is SHABAZZ, spelled M-A-L-I-K, S-H-A-B-A-Z-Z. I am an attorney. I'm here specifically on this mission representing black lawyers for justice. And I'm here to assist the family as an advisor and to help young men in this hour. We have here today the pastor, spiritual guide to the family, Bishop Carter. We have family members here. Quite obviously, we have Megan's mother, Charlene, who is here with us. We have also here from Chicago, representatives from the Nation of Islam. We have attorney Arif Muhammad. He's also an interested attorney in this case. He's here representing Minister Louis Farrakhan. We have from the Mid-Atlantic region from the Nation of Islam, Minister Kadir Muhammad. Brother Kadir Muhammad of the Nation of Islam, who are interested in the affairs of this case. I'm here from Washington. Why are we here? It is obvious that this is one of the most sick, horrendous, sadistic, evil hate crimes that has ever occurred in American history. And that's something to be said in light of U.S. history. I haven't heard of a hate crime of this magnitude since Emmett Till. It's one thing to read about these charges, one thing to read about this case. And when you read it, you almost say in your mind that this can't be true. It's just too horrific, it's too outrageous to be true. But after this preliminary hearing with just one of the defendants, Karen Burton, and hearing the evidence, hearing the statements, hearing the confessions, hearing the graphic details of the stabbings, graphic details of the beatings, graphic details of forced sexual activity, forced sexual assault,
graphic details of the word nigger being used repeatedly over and over again through these crimes leaves me with one inescapable, undoubtable conclusion that this is no doubt a hate crime of the worst magnitude. And while I really do appreciate the efforts that the prosecutor is making in this case, certainly charges of kidnapping and malicious wounding, assault in the commission of a felony, first-degree sexual assault, and innumerable counts of battery. Certainly these are serious charges. We strongly contend here that beyond any reasonable doubt that this is also a hate crime. This is a state hate crime, and this is a federal hate crime. And for the United States Justice Department to come here and to rule that this was not a hate crime, and that they are not going to open it as a hate crime is unacceptable. We say to the United States Justice Department, if it has any merit or validity at all, that this case must be reopened and prosecuted as a federal hate crime. We say to the prosecutor here, good job so far, Mr. Prosecutor, but you must also add the charges of state hate crime charges here. If the state hate crime charges in West Virginia are worth the books, that they are credible. Because the evidence is overwhelming. The sexual assaults, the making of young Megan, who is here, to eat human feces, rat feces, dog feces, over this horrific and torturous week, while repeatedly using racial slurs. That is a hate crime. If it's not a hate crime, then there is no such thing as a hate crime. We as a community, our dignity must be protected here. At least in this process, must be protected here. So we want to be clear. Family here agrees that this must also be prosecuted and charged as a hate crime. And so as we're here to help, you'll hear from Miss Williams, the mother, in a moment, and Bishop Carter, the spiritual advisor, in a few moments. You will not hear from Megan Williams. Megan Williams, this is a time for healing. I can barely contain the tears from coming out of my eyes right now, sympathizing, if I can, to a slight degree, of the pain and the suffering that this young sister has gone through. And you just still seeing the evidence, looking at the marks on her neck, her hair pulled from her, being tortured and abused over and over again. This is unspeakable, this is unimaginable, and we as a community are outraged.
I don't mean to interrupt.
I'm coming to you in a moment. I'm coming right to you. It's not going to be long, but I'm coming right to you. But we are outraged, and the nation is outraged. And we are going to come, we're going to man these trials, we're going to man these hearings, and we're going to engage in any kind of legal or political or any other activity that is necessary to bring justice in this case to these sick defendants